For your bottles of water, I would recommend number one, either glass or stainless steel. So avoiding plastic when you can. If you have to buy a bottle of water while you're out, for example, they are designed for single use. So if you get, I see some people will get little bottles of water that's convenient size because they've got it on the plane, for instance, so it's great for in the handbag. They're not designed to be used more than once, so ditch those. And then whenever you're out, these come in so many sizes now that can be convenient. Either stainless steel or glass. And I would say screw top is better, because anything with a seal generally is going to be silicone, and that means that then there's more chance of it harbouring mould or other germs, bacteria, etc., which you really want to avoid. So I would say screw top, and then second, what would come in second would be one of those that has a straw. But with those, really make sure you clean those properly and thoroughly, because again, there's lots of little holes and they can harbour mould and bacteria, same with the straw part. Also, as far as using drink bottles, I would say avoid them as much as you can as well. Whenever you're at home, it's better to drink from a glass rather than from a bottle. Especially make sure that you're emptying your bottles regularly, like every day, not leaving water in there, and certainly not drinking the water that's been sitting in that bottle for more than a day. So, and also by your bedside, if you need to have a bottle of water or a glass, use a glass rather than a bottle. Just getting into the habit of drinking from an open container, preferably glass. As far as the quality of your water is concerned, if you're in Australia, you probably have a Puratap installed in your kitchen under the sink to help to take out the impurities. Well, that's kind of like the base level. So that's not going to take out fluoride. It's not going to take out all of the chlorine and a lot of the other impurities that are like bromide, bromine, and also some of the other more tricky elements to take out of the water that you're not going to get filtered out by a Puratap. So that's where I use a filter jug. So this isn't Brita, the ones you can get in the supermarkets. They're still fairly fundamental in how much they can take out. This one is called Earths & Co. This one takes out 99% of fluoride, chloramine and chlorine, which are the big ones that you really want to take out, that Puratap won't take out. And then also a lot of the other impurities. So that's taking it up a step. So this one I got for about $99, I think, which was a couple of months ago. I used to have a Waters & Co. Similar one, which is a bit more expensive. It has a lot more comprehensive filter in it, which needs to be changed every 3 months on this particular brand. Some are to take out every 6 months. So we've taken out the impurities and the toxins out of the water. Next step is, what do we need to add back in? So this is where, in order for osmosis to happen in the body, the exchange of the fluids, and so that when you're drinking the water, you're not just then going to the toilet and peeing it out. And that is an indicator that you're not absorbing the water. We need to put more minerals back in our water, because most of our water supply these days doesn't have enough minerals in it. So how to do that is to add some salt into it, but it needs to be whole salt. So that contains potassium, magnesium, calcium, selenium, all these minerals that we need in the water in order for the composition of the water that we take in to be similar to what's already in our body. And then that's when you get that exchange, where osmosis will happen. So when we add that to the water, it shouldn't taste salty. So it's only a tiny little bit. So starting from the top, this is the one that I use, which is Celtic sea salt, and that is from the Brittany area of France, BC, and it's actually slightly moist, and it's very high in mineral content. So I put that in a nice little cute container, dish here, and then I just use this little spoon and I just put a few grains in each glass of water and each drink bottle that I use. So that is just for my water. Then for cooking, I'll use an Australian sea salt. So that's high minerals. That's called rock sea salt because it's the big ones that I put in the grinder. So that's for my cooking and in salads and things like that. And then this is one I never use, table salt. So this one has an anti-caking agent. It says it's sea salt, but often, like when you get the table salt, it is just basically sodium. So it's not a balanced whole salt. So this I would recommend do not use. And what else do I add to my water? Well, lemon is great because lemon helps to, essentially what we're doing is making our water structured by putting in the sea salt and putting in some lemon juice, or in fact what I use every day is ingestible, pure therapeutic grade essential oil of lemon. And I put just 1 to 2 drops of that in every glass of water. So 1 glass, I just put in 1 to 2 drops of that, and then I'll put in my tiny little few drops of sea salt, and that's what's called structured. So it has more structure, which means that then our bodies can absorb it more effectively and more efficiently. We're going to get more nutrients out of it. So you can use fresh lemon, or making sure that if you do use an oil, that it is Young Living or doTERRA or Revive is this one. One that is therapeutic grade, and it will actually say on the bottle for flavouring use, which means that you can actually ingest it. And why is water so important? Because we're made up of 70% water. We need to be hydrated in order for our bodies to function effectively. So if we're dehydrated, that sometimes we will confuse that with hunger. So when we're hungry, the first thing is, do I actually need to have a drink? So I would recommend drinking 2 litres a day of good quality water. You can have it in herbal teas, that type of thing, but anything where you've got milk in it or flavouring or sugar, your body is going to regard that as food, not as water. So just water, salt, lemon, or it could be lime, will be similar as well. Your body will take on and use to hydrate you. And if you're not hydrated, your muscles are going to get dehydrated, your connective tissue, which goes through the whole of your body. And when that gets dehydrated, your body will start to get into worse posture. You'll feel less energy because then your cells will be getting compressed and everything starts to just round in on each other. So number 1 is be hydrated. When you've got good hydration, you'll have more energy, more focus, better concentration, and everything will be functioning better in your body. And if you're looking to lose body fat, you absolutely need to be hydrated and drinking at least that 2 litres of water a day, because when you release fat from every fat cell, you can also be releasing toxins from those fat cells. And so then your body needs to be able to flush them out of your body, and your body will refuse to let go of the fat from the fat cells if you're dehydrated, because it's too dangerous for your body to release those toxins into the bloodstream. So getting hydrated is number 1 of importance, whether it's for health or whether it's for fat loss, or if it's to have even more energy. There's a couple of reasons why I use the lemon essential oil in my water rather than fresh lemon. One is the convenience. I don't have to always have lemons on hand. And then the other reason is because lemon essential oil is made from the rind, not from the juice of the lemon. And so that means it's not acidic. The peel or the rind isn't acidic, whereas the juice is. So if you're concerned about acidity on your teeth, eating away the tooth enamel, you're not going to have that problem using the essential oil from the lemon.